Big movie, sci-fi movie,
Yeah.
large budget. Had you done anything even close to that prior to that?
Not even close. It was definitely a big step up for me, but it was really fun. And oddly, the experience of shooting it was weirdly familiar because even though it was a big budget film, the way that we designed the shoot was in a way to make it feel like an indie film, at least the filming portion. Most of the budget went to visual effects, and this was all intentional. So a lot of the scale and scope of the film was created in post-production by Industrial Light and Magic, and the idea was for the film itself to feel very scrappy, indie, almost documentary style, and for ILM to really kind of add the scope and the scale in the backgrounds and in the set extensions. So weirdly, all of my indie film kind of experience and background that led up until that point kind of came into handy when going onto that set. There was an 80-day shoot. I think that was very different than anything I had done before. We had a full stunt team and special effects, and it definitely was bigger scale than anything I had done. But it was also small and scrappy at the same time. It was a really unique combination of both things, which I thought was really, really special and really fun. With no kind of connections or anything to Hollywood at all, just an admirer from afar, from very afar. I grew up loving movies and just watching a lot of films and kind of falling in love with cinematography specifically. I was always into visual arts and drawing, painting, photography, and filmmaking just kind of emerged as like the synthesis of those two things. And I obviously gravitated towards cinematography as the visual manifestation of the medium. And in high school, I was very lucky. We had a filmmaking class in high school. Obviously, we were shooting on like VHS and mini DV. It's not like it is these days where you have like basically cinema grade cameras in your pocket.
Yeah.
Very lucky, everybody these days that has access to that. But it was great. It was a great way to learn, and that kind of opened the gateway. And then from there, I went to NYU Tisch, and that was sort of the start of the professional journey. We're at Universal Studios, and I remember visiting here when I was 9 years old and riding Jurassic Park the ride, and like I had the T-shirt and everything. I survived Jurassic Park the ride, like right up the hill here, 20, 25 years ago, whenever it was. So it's kind of a full circle moment in a way. First off, just the alumni, but also, I don't know, the style of teaching there I think spoke to me. It was like more filmmaker forward and auteur driven, and like there was more of a focus on the directors and the filmmakers and less about the industry and about the commerce side of it, which is sort of more the LA film schools. So I applied early, got in, and that was it. Easy decision. Yeah. Well, the creator obviously is very, very fortunate to have that opportunity, and I have to thank Greg and Gareth Edwards for kind of opening that door. And
Greg Fraser, which you co-shot.
Greg Fraser, also ICG member, I believe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so that definitely, after doing indie films, and I shoot commercials as well and music videos and that, but on the narrative side, that definitely opened up kind of the next stage of a career and bigger opportunities. So Onslaught is an A24 movie at the studio level, at under the union contract and everything. So it was actually my first kind of solo union film in the US, which was really exciting actually. And I got to work with a really incredible union crew in New Mexico, which I was really excited to do for the first time in my career, really. I had done union commercials before, but something at that scale I think was different. We had 2 cameras, operators on both cameras, like full crew and everything. So it was just really fun. I mean, I'd never really done anything at that scale as the DP, the solo DP before. So it was really exciting, and to get that opportunity, Adam Wingard was the director. He'd done some of the Godzilla movies, and Gareth did one of the Godzilla movies, so there's some connection there that kind of helped out. But yeah, Onslaught was really cool, great experience. Just a great script with a great director, which is always, as a DP, what you're looking for. My first exposure to a union crew was in New York. When I was in film school, actually, I was very fortunate to have an early mentorship experience with Reed Morano. And Reed was very generous with internships and opportunities to come on set. And I got to meet her union crew. Kevin Akers was her first AC at the time, and Nikki Ovino, who both, I believe, are still working. Nick's working in New York. Charlie was a DIT at the time, Charlie Anderson. And that was really my first exposure to the union, to 600. And so I got to ask all the questions. I mean, I was running cable. That's when that goal kind of came into being. Like, oh, this is what it takes to make a big professional film, and this is one of the steps on that journey, and this is what a professional crew operates like. And it was just really amazing to witness that and to kind of see that that's kind of the steps along the journey as well. So. I mean, it's such a great way to bring the community together, and there's people from so many different sides of the community and walks of life. But the fact that it takes place in LA every year, and especially like at the studios, and really in the hub of everything, and brings all the vendors together that most of which are based in LA and based in the US, and gives us, especially as a DP, like face to face interactions with all these companies and all these vendors, a lot of whom are DPs or grips or electrics and union members who have kind of branched off on their own and developed technologies and all these different solutions. Like, it's really just such a great reminder that there's so much innovation and creativity in the filmmaking community in the US. It really is sad that we're going through these sort of troubles with production in the US and in LA specifically, but events like this are really such a great reminder of the depth and the strength of the talent base here. And I hope that it serves as a reminder to everybody outside as well that this talent base exists and is worth tapping into, and we're here, and let's keep it alive.